Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, where today we sift through a lot of PR generated by SurveyMonkey for one interesting insight as it enters the British and European markets for the first time. Plus, we've got advice about when to add business intelligence software if you're a small or medium-sized operation in particular. We're sponsored today and this week by 2020 Research, the leader in online qualitative research, and they can help you do better research. SurveyMonkey CEO David Goldberg's interview in The Guardian, that's a UK newspaper, contained a lot of public relations fluff, but we also found a nugget of information. SurveyMonkey Audience is a 4 million person global database that the company has constructed, and it is providing assistance to clients who need help beyond their own company data sets. In the UK, SurveyMonkey will be making a 50p donation, that's about 78 cents, to a designated local charity for every survey completed using SurveyMonkey Audience. Goldberg revealed, quote, "A charitable incentive acquires a lot of value, and we find it creates more honesty. Paid responses tend to distort behavior," end of quote. Now, before entering the UK, Goldberg said SurveyMonkey Audience donations have generated over $4 million. Next, business intelligence software is commonplace for most large businesses, but not so much for other size enterprises. We recently came across Zach Watson. He's the content manager at Technology Advice, and we talked about internal needs for a business intelligence system inside small and medium-sized businesses. What exactly is the uncertainty that might drive the need for this business intelligence software? You may be in that boat, so take a listen. Zach, if I'm a small or medium-sized business, how do I know when it's time for business intelligence software?
So I would say there are three common scenarios. One is when your number of data sources gets pretty high, almost unmanageable. So if you're pulling from something like your point of sale system, your social media account, your website data, these things start to pile up and it becomes difficult to manage. I would say that's an excellent time to look into BI software to manage this and then to also run reports on this data. Secondly, I would say when just the amount of data becomes unmanageable. So if you're keeping it all on spreadsheets, it just becomes seriously illogical to continue to use that type of software. I would say you need to look into business intelligence software to better analyze and again manage that. And thirdly, I would say if you think you're missing out on an opportunity. So if you think you could learn more about your customers, maybe on a regional or even city level, it's definitely time to look into some BI software that can run some reports and generate some insight for you.
All right. Now, I'm going to guess that the choices that are out there for the average company to choose from are kind of endless. So how do you get at that?
So you're right. The market is big and it's very diverse and, again, complicated. So what I would recommend is that every business makes a list. On the list, you should have three different requirements. So one are your business requirements. So how are you actually going to use this software to generate value for your company? How are you going to recoup your investment and generate ROI? This is a very important consideration. Specifically, what do you need this software to do? Secondly, I would think about your user requirements. So take a look at your company, the kind of expertise you have in-house, and think about the kind of software you're going to need for your employees. Are you a very technically savvy company, a strong IT department? Okay, that probably broadens the type of software you can get. And thirdly, I would say look at your technical infrastructure right now. So what type of systems are you using currently? Where are you getting this data from? These are very important considerations when choosing a product.
Okay. And what's the cost range that this is going to run me if I decide it's time?
So there are different accounts, and it can be hard to get price ranges on business intelligence software because vendors set up custom implementations a lot. Forrester Research estimated in an article that on a per department basis, business intelligence can cost over $100,000. Now, we conducted a study that, again, to be fair, probably skews closer to small or medium-sized businesses, but we found that the majority of buyers have a budget around $20,000. Now, there are products out there that you can get at that cost. It's very important not to get too much, which again is why you need to make that list we just talked about.
Okay. But if the cost is not on a company website, negotiations, it sounds to me, are going to happen. And how do I, if I don't really know what I'm doing, because I'm not a decision analyst, and I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is I need for my company, how do I not get taken?
That's a great question, Bob. And there's a couple of routes you can go. So you can hire a consultant, which they themselves can be, kind of pricey, but you probably get what you pay for. Or you can use a free third-party service like technology advice. So, we have different resources available that match companies to products that fit their price range. They fit a number of different criteria. It's not just price range, but it's a great way to narrow your consideration set, save some time, and not spend a great deal chasing down products that aren't going to work for you.
Are you saying that you're not going to charge me for that kind of consultation?
It sounds surprising, I know, but no, our services are free for business because we are just concerned with connecting you to the right products. That's how we generate value.
So you get paid by the software company?
We do, but our business model works because we don't just recommend products, out of the blue with no kind of objectivity or logic behind it. Our business model works because we actually do help make quality matches with software. And then both sides are pleased. So vendors obviously don't want to talk to people that can't afford their software either. And so if we give them great clients, great prospects, they're happy. And then obviously businesses like yours would be happy too, Bob.
Yeah, great. Want to know more from Zach? Well, you can email zach.watson@technologyadvice.com. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by 2020 Research, the global leader in online qualitative research and a company devoted to helping you do better research. The company realizes that researchers need work done fast, hassle-free, and correctly. And 2020 Research has the industry's most comprehensive suite of software and services, plus some of the best and most professional project managers. So check out their website, which is www.2020research.com. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.